So, an Oklahoma State fan, OSU across his shirt, sits down at a bar. Next to him walks a guy wearing a UT shirt, Texas fan. So, between the Oklahoma State fan and UT fan, I don't know, they probably ordered, Michelob Ultra because it's water and it's got 95 calories and, they would drink that kind of watery piss. So, the UT fan asked the OSU fan, not knowing apparently that OSU stands for Oklahoma State, what does OSU stand for? Except it doesn't stand for Oklahoma State. He says, stands for Oklahoma stomped us. UT fan kind of shakes his head like he understands. OSU fan looks back at UT fan, says to the UT fan, what does UT stand for? Texas fan says, us too. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Today we're going to recap the Big 12 Media Days where I was there for 2 days. First day was Oklahoma. Second day was basically Texas and everything else in between. Man, it's been a whirlwind for me the last couple of weeks. I mean, between the opening finals, I went to New York City last week to record my audiobook for my book. It's called Let It Bang, Young Black Man's Odyssey into Guns. I'd appreciate it if you go to wherever it is you buy books and pre-order it. It's like $25 in hardback. It's like $30 for the audiobook, and I will be reading it aloud to you, not unlike I kind of do what I'm doing right now. Actually, the audio engineer, first he hears me and he says, yo, man, you're kind of loud. And I said, extra. What? Extra. He's from New York City. He's from New York City. I said, what's extra mean? It just means I put a little flavor on it when I speak. Yeah, but I like it, though. That's what's up. Ooh, Super Chat. Who's that? What's up, Zachary? With the $2 Super Chat. I appreciate that, fam. Miles! What's good, fam? Can you kick it? Yes, you can. How you doing, fam? Let me see. Who else we got in here? PacFan12. What's good? Let me see. Who else we got in here? David Holmes. What's good? Let me see. Can I flame Texas? I really dropped my aggression on them. Good call. Free Ray. What's good? Tanner Fisher. What's good? Monroe, what's good? Evan Lambert in the house. Sooner Bear in the house. Beast Mode was here first. UT is a mess. I appreciate that, fam. Hey, Dr. Cabot, what's good, man? I'm putting together that mailbag. We're going to do it on the podcast. So I got it. I'm working on it. Let me see. Also got Brendan Ledlow in here. Fire Mike Stoops. Always, dog. Like, that's just how we do. Like, I mean, okay, so to that end, who did Lincoln Riley bring to Big 12 Media Days? Well, he brought Amani Bledsoe, who plays defensive end, defensive tackle, depending on how you want to call his technique. He brought Rodney Anderson, Heisman hopeful, running back we all know and love. Ben Powers, who's guard, plays left guard, I believe. Drew Samias plays right guard. And then he brought Kenneth Murray Jr., who has become my favorite for this 2018 class, man, or 2018 roster, not class. Point is, Kenneth Murray was holding it down. I mean, the stories that K9 was telling, from him picking his number, or more to the point, his number picking him, to how he sees the game, to how difficult it was for him to start back at playing safety, to playing outside linebacker, to being asked to play middle linebacker for the first time at Oklahoma and being the first true freshman to start at that position since 1975 at Oklahoma, and all the growing he's had to do, to how he's trying to coach up the young kids to play the position and play it well. And in particular, he said Deshaun White and Brian Asamoah are working in the middle with him at inside linebacker, and Nick Bonito is working at outside linebacker, but all three of those guys come into film sessions with him to have, I mean, to learn, right? And it's kind of funny because he's a true sophomore, already having to teach a defense. He's still very much learning, but he's miles ahead of where he was last year, just being a year in the system. And it's clear that he needs to be a leader on this team. The first reason that we know that he needs to be a leader on this team is because Lincoln Riley decided to bring him. And I don't think Lincoln Riley is bringing folks that ain't going to be leaders, folks that ain't going to be up for captain. But it's also, he's the middle linebacker. I mean, that's the quarterback of the defense. That is the man in the middle making all the calls, having to see what adjustments need to be made, and making sure those adjustments are made at every level of the game, defensive line, middle line, or linebacker, and secondary. And just to hear his come up, just to hear him talk about himself, how he's matured, how he's learned to basically take on this role was refreshing. And we're going to do more videos about Kenneth Murray. If you haven't watched The Forging of K9, watch it. I had a lot of fun making that video, little movie for Kenneth Murray Jr., about Kenneth Murray Jr. and the way he's in. Also wrote a extended feature on Flow Football where I got more into his background, how he puts his mind right? To hear how he makes his goals was kind of awesome. Writes them down. Started writing them down on August 30th, 2016. That means he was still a senior in high school when he decided what he wanted to be in college. I love that kind of forethought from a young man. Also, I had to write about Texas at Flow Football. And I wrote about Texas because, well, starting yesterday when Tom Herman took to the days, the last 48 hours, I didn't know that a big-time college football program could go full-fledged dumpster fire in July. But here's Texas with a box of matches in Greece, dog. Like, it's... So first you watch today's video, right? Which is about Texas and the dumpster fire that it is. But key to this is Tom Herman was asked a softball question about how many difference makers and elite players who could help him win championships are on this team. And he was a deer in the headlights. It was bad. His face contorted like he didn't know the question, like he was on Jeopardy and he was being asked to do high-level math, like calculus on the fly. And instead of saying what every football coach should say, at least at Division I level, 85, because you have 85 scholarship players and all of them are elite, he says some. And that is the worst answer I've heard at a Big 12 Media Days ever for any question whatsoever. I mean, you're Texas. How does that happen? And before that, he's reading off combine stats. And apparently none of those dudes whose combine stats he read off are elite players that can lead Texas to championships. This is bad if you're Tom Herman. And then today, you have your former players who left the program early so they could make a buck say, yo, I would really appreciate it if my coaches at Texas stopped telling all these NFL teams that I'm trash because I left early to go play in the league. Oh my goodness. That's what we doing now? Oh, Tom. And I didn't get this in the video. He doesn't even know if Tim Beck is going to be calling the plays come September. That's your offensive coordinator. Your offensive coordinator might not be calling the plays, which means that Herb Hand, who coaches the offensive line right now, might actually get a shot. So what do you got? You got Sam Ehlinger with the hard G that you're probably going to start at quarterback, but you know, he's a concussion away from having his brain pan rattled in such a way that you would never want him to play football again. You got Shane Buechele, who's a year older than him, who was supposed to be your next Colt McCoy, but you don't trust him. You got Cameron Rising, who's iffy, can't really move around. And you got a Casey Thompson, who is the son of legendary OU quarterback Charles Thompson, who showed out everybody at the spring game. So you got 4 quarterbacks, and you don't know which one of them is your best quarterback. You got problems at the University of Texas, man. Longhorn fans, I don't know what y'all gonna do in 2018, because it could be worse than 2017. And in 2017, your best player was the punter. Shout out to Reddit CFB, who started off the Tom Herman questioning with, how are you going to replace your All-American punter? Just off the top rope. I loved it. It's great. Tom Herman out there, man, he needed to do a job. He needed to sell everybody on how Texas football was back. Like everybody else has been saying, Texas is back. And all he proved is how far Texas is away from being legitimate and being a national title contender. Oh my God, we're going on a decade of just mediocre garbage at Texas. And I love it. It's kind of great. It's kind of awesome. Let me see who made it back into the chat. Rise and Murky. Laura, what's up? Let me see. Gerald Mosley in the house. Jay Zahorchak? Zahorchak. I appreciate you, fam. Said you just watched a replay of the Ohio State OU beatdown. That's what's up. Aaron from Austin, what's good? Sooner Aces in the house. Southwest Missouri Sooner. What's good, fam? Thad, what's up? Kirk Perez, Hall of Fame commenter. What's good, fam? Let me see. Victor Vega's in here. What's up, Vic? Texas trash. This is true. AJ, yo, man. Aren't y'all going to redshirt Justin Fields or no? No? No, you going to play Jake Fromm with his broken hand? I don't know. Sam Duffy, what's good? Let me see. Ryan Blackwood in the house. That's what's up. Bart Bossler, what's good, fam? I see you. So there were a number of other things that I wanted to touch on, and not the least of which is, you know, we got to talk about Dana Holgorsen and how he hates his labor. Oh, what's up, Steelboy? Did you hear that Lincoln plans on helping out on defense? He better. JSL, what's good, fam? I see you. I know Terry! She's in here. I know it. Let me see. Fernando was good. Nah, so he better. Somebody needs to help Mike. And if he doesn't help Mike and they're still garbage, you can't keep him. Flat out, you stuck your neck out this year to keep Mike Stoops, Lincoln. You better help him out. Dana Holgorsen hates his labor. And I know this because Dana Holgorsen got up at a days where he makes millions of dollars every year. And if he took another job, nobody would stop him from taking that job, let alone say he had to sit out a year. And says, with a straight face, I think that if you want to transfer, you should definitely still have to sit out a year. He doesn't think it's fair to the program or to the kid. Because he says, when I take a transfer, I don't want him running away from a place because he didn't get to play. Okay. Well, Dana, if you are garbage at your job, or you don't like your job, why in the name of our Father would you want to stay there? You wouldn't. You take another job. Just as you took another job from Texas Tech, took another job to Houston, took another job to Oklahoma State, took another job to West Virginia. Nobody stopped you from transferring, Dana. Not the least of which is you could be Bill Snyder and coach until you're 79 if you wanted to. As a college football player, you get 4 years of eligibility. 4. So if you don't want to spend one of those years at a place where you're not going to have an opportunity to play, you should be able to go and play where you go play right away. So his caveat is, I think the grad transfer rule is fine. So if you graduate, yeah, play right away. Be a grad transfer. I don't think that's cool either. Not because you can go to the NFL without a college diploma. Why should you have to go to get a Why should you have to graduate to continue to play college football at another university the year after you wanted to transfer? I don't get it. I hate it. I really do. I really do. Let me see. Katie, what's up? Roka, so coming back to OU. Oh, great choice by now. Yeah. So she's referencing, I forget Melissa's last name. But we lost our longtime pitchers coach at OU to Oregon. She's going to be a new head coach at Oregon, which is really kind of cool. Lots of great pitchers come through OU, man. We're going to miss that. But bringing Roka back, that's going to be fun. Mike McCoy, my father's name is Bill. I'm going to start saying the name of Bill. I don't get it, Mike. You're going to have to fill me in on that one. Southwest Missouri Cerner. Saw on Discord people are saying Dax may back out of the barbecue now. You hear anything? Actually, yo, man, he spurned Michigan so that he could go to the barbecue at Norman. I've heard the opposite. That's reported by the Michigan folks. The Michigan folks have said Dax Hill is not going to Jim Harbaugh's barbecue because he's coming to Oklahoma's barbecue. When I talked to Justice Hill, sounded like Dax Hill was still going to the barbecue. So I don't know, dog. I'm telling you what I know. Talking to Justice, it doesn't seem like he's pressuring Dax to go to Oklahoma State at all. Seems like he's being a good big brother, saying every once, I throw Oklahoma State in there every once in a while because obviously I'm at Oklahoma State, and I would love to play with my brother or have my brother to follow in my footsteps. But if he wants to go somewhere else, he should go somewhere else. And I thought that was some level-headed stuff coming out of Justice Hill. Because it'd be real easy to say, yeah, I'm in my brother's ear all the time, 100, saying Oklahoma State. But I think he wants his brother to be happy, just as I want his brother to be happy. I also thought it was kind of funny that Justice Hill thinks he's faster than his little brother Dax. Dax dropped 4.3 laser at the opening regional in Dallas and dropped like 4.41 at the opening final in Frisco, which is on turf. One was on grass, one was on turf. And he's disappointed both times, thinking I'm faster than that. Dax was. Justice Hill says, if he ran 4.3, I'm running 4.29. So I come pro day, come combine, I expect Justice Hill to drop 4.29. I expect him to get stanky with it. I don't think that's going to happen, but it was cool. It's cool. I also talked a lot to Justice Hill about playing Fortnite. Talked to Keely Ringo a lot about playing Fortnite. Matter of fact, I talked to a bunch of folks about playing Fortnite, so I'm probably going to make a Fortnite video and write a Fortnite piece at some point for Flow Football, just because, you'd be surprised how many college football players take their Fortnite game to the next level. And I'll bet there's some college football coaches out there like, yo, why can't I get this fire when we play? Why can't I get this fire for Fortnite when I can't get this fire when we play? Nah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Speaking of which, Fortnite video games. If you haven't listened to the new WOOSAH episode with EJ and Domo Gar, we talk a lot of things. Talk about what Stacey Wilkins might be thinking about, what Marcus Stripling might be thinking about, what Evan Neal might be thinking about EJ's recruitment about his time at IMG Academy, about his hobbies. My man is a hooper, but mostly we spent a lot of time talking about how EJ thinks he's going to thump me in Madden. Like, EJ really thinks he's going to get me to catch an L in Madden. We didn't exchange gamer tags. Whoa, JSL with $20 super chat. I appreciate that, fam. You know, we didn't exchange gamer tags. We gonna make it poppin'. But I put this on the podcast. I put it on the channel. It's gonna be a video about it tomorrow. And I'm not into taking no L's at all, ever. So, but EJ's real cool. I really love EJ. He's one of my favorites. Somebody asked about Jaden Davis. His commitment is dropping at 7. I believe that's 7 Central Time. I believe that's 8 Eastern Time because he lives in Fort Lauderdale. But when I talked to him, he had Oklahoma in his top 5. He was considering them. He had good things to say about Kerry Cooks. I think his top 5 included Oklahoma, Clemson, Kentucky, Miami, and Penn State. So, you know, maybe we'll get some good news here in a little bit. I don't know. See, Northern Basin and Dixon, the barbecue can't be good. Bro, I didn't even put that in the video, Ryan. Like, you saw me put the big burger that was awesome in the video. I tried barbecue in New York City. I will not do it again. I got to go there at the end of the month. I got to go back. I will not do it again. That tofu tasting trash, I can't with it. You know, stop pretending to make. Stop pretending to make barbecue. Let me see what else we got in here. EJ interview was awesome. I appreciate that, Sooner Bear. Let me see. RJ, I'd beat you head to head, man. Everybody keeps telling me that. Pac-Fan12 is still in it. Is jazz a sport? Is jazz a sport? Let me see. Only eat cheesecake. Uh-oh. Are we lagging? I think we're lagging. Lagging a little bit. That's all right. We'll get it all popping. We'll get it worked out. We'll get it worked out. Let me see. Bleh. Despise Oregon because of 2006. I don't despise Oregon. I don't despise Oregon at all. Especially the softball team. That's fine. Let me see. Rewatch. Murray was on the field. What year Madden platform? So 2018. Because I was like, you want to wait until the new one comes out in August? And EJ was like, no! I want to play right now. I want to play right away. Like, you really think you're going to get me on the sticks? Jake from the Sooner State, what's up? It's the Texas meltdown. A little bit. I think a little bit. I think you're a little late. I mean, we might get back into it. I might get riled up. I'm not sure. It's hard. It's hard not to get riled up about Texas. Number one, because I root for Oklahoma. But when I really want Texas to be good, when I want them to be good when we're good, because I like the Red River rivalry to be a top 5 matchup every single time we play. And can anybody tell me the last time that was true? When was the last time that Texas and Oklahoma were both in the top 5 when the Red River rivalry was played? I'll bet it's like 2008. 2008, man. I want Tom Herman to fix it, but he ain't the dude to fix it. That's what we've shown. Charlie Strong wasn't the dude to fix it. Mac Brown lost it. They need to bring in somebody who knows how to fix Texas. But you know what? It's also one of the worst jobs in America. It really is. You know, because they expect to win all the time, just like we expect to win. But the football-rich state of Texas means this. It means you don't recruit so much as you handpick the kids you want to be Longhorns. Because in Texas, I just go on the assumption that every kid that grows up playing football in the state of Texas wants to go play football at the University of Texas. So if you get out-recruited, that's your fault. If you don't pick the right kids, a.k.a. Matt Brown saying, yo, Johnny Manziel, come play DB. Yo, Robert Griffin III, come play DB. That's your fault. Okay, if you can't evaluate talent, and that's really the thing that we're talking about. You have to be really great at evaluating talent if you are on staff at the University of Texas, because you're not going to have to do what Gary Patterson has to do, which is be sure that the kid that you're recruiting fits your system. Because you just have more at your disposal. You know, but because you have more at your disposal, they expect more. You know, it's like the SEC model. It just means more. Well, they want to believe that in Austin, but it just ain't true. Because they just keep getting drubbed. There's three back-to-back Big 12 championships that are in Norman. All right? Texas ain't been around for none of those. Ain't even been close. All right? We are more afraid of TCU and Iowa State than we are Texas. That's bad. We're afraid of Kansas State in a way that we're not afraid, man. I just, it's real tough. They still play football at KU. I thought they were a basketball school, and yet they beat Texas. That's the other thing if you Texas. Kansas beat you. And not Mangino's Kansas. Not Mangino's Kansas. Bad Kansas. Okay? Bad Kansas beat you. Kansas that just destroyed Montel Cozart. Supposed to be the second coming there. Nope. Nope. Let me see. Let's see. What else we got in here? Kirk says, my son Stellan says, hey, RJ. Hey, Stellan! It's good, fam. I see you. Let me see. I don't know. Some Texas kids like A&M more so. They all live in the A&M area. And I'll bet if you're Texas, you go in A&M and you recruit those kids just a little tough, they'll fold and come to Texas. I'll bet Johnny Manziel would have been a Longhorn if he got to play quarterback. It's that simple. It's that simple. And how do you keep missing on quarterbacks at Texas? Where you took 2 in the last recruiting cycle, last recruiting class, but the last good Texas quarterback was Colt McCoy. You know how many Texas quarterbacks there have been since then? It's like 9. I mean, Swopes was supposed to be good. They moved the kid from Denton up to wide receiver after he'd been basically the Kyler Murray of his time, going undefeated. You know, you missed on Buechele, who's Destiny's quarterback. You missed on Ellinger with the hard G. Who knows with Cameron Rising? We might have dodged a bullet. I don't know. Tanner Mordecai might be better than Cameron Rising. Though when Spencer gets here, Tanner's gonna have to prove it, man. He's gonna have to be really good to beat out Spencer. Spencer just got his 5th star last week, if you don't know. So Oklahoma has the only 5-star quarterback in the 2019 class to go along with 5-star wide receiver in Theo Weiss. A guy who got robbed of his 5th star in R.J. Henderson. Trajan Bridges is probably going to get his 5th star before it's all said and done. Marcus Major at running back. EJ, like I was saying, at offensive line. You know, oh my goodness. We got Jonathan Perkins at middle linebacker. You know, you got Jamal Morris at safety. You got Woody Washington at corner. You might have Jaden Davis at corner by the time the night's over. So, I mean, I just don't get it, man. I don't. If we can recruit Oklahoma, Texas can recruit too. There's nothing more to it than that. Mama! What's up? Mama says good woosah with EJ and Domo Agar. That's what's up. See, Mama even spelled his name correctly. A lot of people don't even do that. That's what's up. Let me see. I wanted to get into Lincoln really believes Kyler's gotta have to earn it. So, if you watch Monday's video and you watch Lincoln Riley's press conference, if you wanted to hear it in full, it's also on the WOOSAH podcast. Go there! Subscribe! Download the podcast! Give it 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. It's on Google Play. It's on the SoundCloud. That's where we host the show. But you can listen to the whole press conference where Lincoln was masterful. It's really great. It's a lot of fun. But he started to speak with a little bit of conviction when talking about Kyler Murray is not the quarterback yet. And he's got a long way to go before he's the guy. Now, I don't know if that was meant to scare the hell out of Kyler or to make Austin Kendall happy, or Lincoln just really believes that Kyler's that far away. In any case, the presumed starting quarterback at the University of Oklahoma is Kyler Murray, is K1, is the professional baseball player who's on loan to play quarterback for one and just one season. So common sense says Kyler Murray's the guy going in, and he's going to have to really screw up bad to not be. That said, Austin Kendall, I think, is gone after this season regardless. If he sticks around, cool. I'll be happy about that. He'd be the clear front runner heading into the 2019 season already, if nothing else happened today. But I can't imagine he's liked sitting this long. I can't imagine that he likes knowing that he's going to have to sit this year. And I can't imagine he wants to really, really risk losing to Spencer Rattler or Tanner Mordecai come 2019, where he could easily transfer to another big-time college football program and have great success. And at Oklahoma, that happens. Drew Allen transferred. Trevor Knight transferred. Cody Thomas went to go play baseball. It happens. It's not unheard of. And I wouldn't think less of him if he did. Because if you're a football player, you want to play Dana Holgerson. You don't want to sit. You know, you don't go to a college football team to sit. Nobody does. And if you know that you can play somewhere else, by goodness, go. You got 4 years eligibility, man. Have fun with it. And if they don't want you there, they don't want you there. You get beat out, you get beat out. You get Wally Pipp, you get Wally Pipp. It's just the way that it is. Let me see what else we got in here. War Dog, what's good? Hey! Laura Michelle's in here. We missed all the latest sports scene by sportsers. Not quite. Not quite, babe. We're still going. Still praying, going pretty good. 2008, Texas won 45-35. So Steel Boy went and looked this up. I asked the last time that Oklahoma and Texas were both ranked in the top 5. And it was 2008. Texas beat us 45-35. Now, if you're a Texas fan, you're going, yeah, when we're good enough to beat Oklahoma. Well, you ain't been good in 10 years, going on 11 years now. And you're a dumpster fire in July because your head coach does not know how to get through a single press conference that's on national television without a gaffe. And then you got former players taking to Twitter to torch you. That is something that does not happen at Oklahoma. At Oklahoma, you got guys coming out of the woodwork to say how much fun they had playing for Bob, how much fun they even had playing for Heupel, how much fun they had playing for Lincoln, how they get welcomed back, how they get treated as alumni. You even got players on a continual basis going to bat for Mike Stoops. Like, that was the one thing I had that's good to say about Mike Stoops. Obo went to bat for him all the time, saying he could have dropped me at any time. Didn't. And Kenneth Murray Jr. saying, Coach Mike depends on me to get the calls. He takes that stuff real seriously, which is another reason I'm pulling for Kenneth Murray, and why I continue to say that it's Mike's fault that Kenneth Murray didn't know what he was doing last year. Look, Kenneth Murray told this story, and I'm going to put this in a video. I'm going to find a way. But Kenneth Murray Jr. was talking about the offense, and he was talking about what kind of problems Oklahoma's offense gives him. And he said, they play with my eyes. Him being Coach Riley and Beaton both play with my eyes. They know what they think I'm doing. And they know my rules. And they put me in a position to where they know that I would have to break my own rule to go make this play. But if I break my rule, I'm going to get in trouble. And I'm not just going to get in trouble from the sideline. I'm going to get in trouble because then I don't know what my eyes are seeing. So they continue to use the defense against itself just by knowing the basic rules and principles of what's going on the defense. Now, you could say that's because they know Mike Stoops' defense. I say it's simply because Lincoln Riley is less about turning football into smash mouth fundamental football and more like it's a math problem. I'm going to overload this part of the field and say you don't have enough men to cover all the men I'm throwing at you. And you see that on a regular basis. You would see that every time somebody diagrams a Lincoln Riley play, they'll call him a mad scientist because the way that the play is drawn up, somebody is going to be running wide open and free because there will be more receivers in that part of the field or more blockers in that part of the field than the defense has in principle to be in that part of the field. So you've already lost the play. And I love that about the offense, right? Now, if I'm the defense, how do I fix that? Simplify it. Let Kenneth Murray work on instinct. I've always said the most talented players on a football team play defense. Cornerbacks don't know routes. They have to adjust on the fly. Middle linebackers have to read with instinct in their eyes. They cannot take false steps. They have to fill. They can't be wrong. Free safeties have to know when they read run and know when it's time to backpedal and get vertical. Your best, talented, and fiercest football players play defense. It's why Nick Saban would continue to tell you, if you are a great running back, I'm probably looking at you to play linebacker. Matter of fact, case in point, Brew McCoy is a 5-star athlete, 2019 class, plays in Matter Day. Brew McCoy is being recruited at wide receiver by almost everybody, including Oklahoma. But at Alabama, he's being recruited to play outside linebacker because Nick Saban knows Brew McCoy is a great football player. And I put great football players on the defensive side of the ball because not everybody can stop an offense. Anybody can score with an offense. Not everybody can stop one. And as a defense coordinator, your job is to recruit animals. Men who play pissed off and with vengeance. Who are freak athletes. To go and light up running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, and tight ends. You taking no L's. And Kenneth Murray is that kind of dog. That's why they call him K9. Obo was that kind of dog. Alright? We got those players. I believe that. I believe some of our most talented players, if not many of them, play defense. Simplify the defense. Let the boys go to work. Alright, we're going to do the roll call and we're going to get out of here. So if you're in the chat, say what's up. I'll shout you out. I'm going to start at the top because I've seen to sometimes miss folks. I know Beast Mode was in here. Let me see. And I already forgot who was in here with him. I'll get it. Pac-Fan 12 was good. Ryan Black Wolf was good. Sooner Ace was good. Bart Bosler was good. Kirk Perez, I see you. Sam Duffy was good. J Bones, I see you. JSL in the house. Evan Lambert was good. Fernando Free Ray was good. Dylan Dean, let me see. AJ was good. Katie, I see you. Let me see who else got it coming here. Stan Marsh. That's what's up. JSL, $20 super chat. I appreciate it, fam. 405 boy was good. CBR Swag, I see you. Let me see what else we got. South Olympus, Missouri Sooner. Jake from the Sooner State. Let me see. Aaron from Austin. That's Steel Boy 09. I see you. Who else we got? Chris Sullivan was good. Mama! Laurel was good. See you, Laurel. What else we got? I know Lauren was in here. Sooner Bear. That's who was in here. He's second in here. That's my bad, dog. From Logan. You are the best at videos and the best, RJ, and I love you so much. From Devin. I can't see Mama. That's great. I'll see you guys soon. Marquavis Kemp. I think I got that right. Hey, first time catching live. Appreciate that, fam. I know it's a big deal to comment, so I appreciate you joining in the chat. Jeff Kirkland. What's good, fam? We're going to use 2 QBs this year. Kendall in the red zone and Murray for everything else, in my opinion. I don't see it that way, but I see why you would think that. Who else we got in here? Andrew Southard. What's good, fam? Chris Sullivan, to see you. Bradley Carragher, what's good, fam? Troy Armstrong, I see you. Thad, what's good? Warthog, what's up? Tyler Pierce in the house. Garrett Reed in the house. Mark Stroud in the house. Terry! Alright, if you like the videos, don't forget to like and subscribe because I upload a video every single day. It's always OU related, college football related, sports related. I'll see you tomorrow. Deuces.